Hello once again. Welcome back to another haphazard production. I am still in the Minneapolis area. I planned on leaving 2 weeks ago, and then I needed an air conditioning compressor, so I had that put in over a couple of days, and then I was going to leave a week ago, and I needed a new water pump. So I had that put in over a couple more days. And now, as I was about to leave, I'm getting an overheating problem once again. And breakfast once again. Seems like whenever I start a production, my body wants to start reacting to subvert me. It says, body of mine. I like it for the most part, but sometimes it acts up. At any rate, still caught in a loop, because of these car problems I'm having. Or, well, it's better to have them here where I can get them fixed, where my mechanics are and my people are, you know, to do collections and get the money to fix the car and pay for it. Because I do nothing on credit. I don't write checks. I work strictly with cash only. And so it's better to have this stuff happen here than out on the side of a mountain. But for the people that are following me, that are operates, this is what's going on. I've got to put a cooling fan in today, or it's a housing with 2 fans in it. But things are going really well in other areas. I went from having essentially 6 to 8 people that I work with to over 35 people that I work with. And a lot of them are much heavier hitters, you might say. So rather than doing 2 or 3, I'm doing 50 or 60. Sort of thing, but I need to get back out on the mountain and lock and load, get back here again. So this is what's happening right now, bringing it in for new cooling fans, or a housing unit with 2 fans in it. Hopefully that'll just take a couple of hours to take care of, and I will be on my way back towards Seattle, where things are changing in the Chops situation, which I'm really not going to get into. My personal feelings on the whole thing with Seattle, I mean, I won't get into it too deeply, not completely. If I get stuck at a light, this thing, that's where the fans go off, and now I'm stuck at a light. At least it'll get quieter. Yeah, with Chops and Chaz in Seattle, my feelings were take 300 militia, go in and clear the area. I mean, this isn't about protesting. There's just too much stupid going on with that. You can protest and you can voice your opinions without shutting down streets, threatening businesses, closing people's businesses. And I don't care which side you take on it, stupid is stupid. You don't need to shut down people's businesses and extort people. And that's what, from what I understand, has gone on in the Seattle area, in Chops and Chaz. Now my son, one of my sons, lives just outside of that Chops area. And it's a good thing that he hasn't been threatened in any way, because I would have found a way out there and taken care of business in my own way. Like I say, you've got to clear the snakes from the garden to protect the children in the garden, and sometimes those moves are fairly dramatic and not always peaceful and pleasant. And so I'm glad I didn't have to do that. Of course, that would not have been advertised on my YouTube channel. It would have been, oh, the DoorDash guy did it. Whoever that was. And Yeah, so now I'm going to get the cooling fans put in today. Hopefully be on my way this evening out towards Seattle. And keep things moving and rolling along. I've got a few different clubs where people, well, it's like a collective, where they get together and they all pitch in and then all work together and then all profit from their work. And a lot of these clubs, or a few of these clubs at any rate, are protectors. I wish there were a better way to put things. I'm going to have to figure out how to phrase things more simply and specifically. But protectors are people that protect. It's like if there's a children's carnival going on, the protectors are people that basically monitor and patrol, much like our police would do, except they're clubs. They're people that just want to make sure everything's safe for the kids. And if they see any unsafe situations, they step up and step in, whether it's a ride that the kids would go on that's not safe, or any sort of subversive avenue, a bunch of drunk people, threatening or whatever. You gotta be drunk to threaten. Anyway, this is an example. These are some ideas of the people I work with. It's important to do good things for good people. And very often there are good people that do you wrong personally, but that doesn't make them bad people. I mean, maybe with you, they weren't so good, or it didn't work out so well. But discerning and dividing whether or not you're working with good people is important in my strange little universe. And so I wanted to inform everybody, what's going on with me, what's holding me up at this point, and where I'll be breaking through the dams that have held me back. And that is momentary setbacks. Unfortunate details, but momentary. And very often you can find opportunities in the times that you thought were so, such a bummer. Like me being held up here for a month. Yeah, a month. I'd say 2 weeks. I planned on being here for a week, so if I've been here for a month, I've only been held up 2 weeks. But in that period of time, I have found so many more people that are interested in working with me and helping themselves and others. And these are the plans that I've made. And from the beginning, I was out to help people, not myself. Of course, I take what I need to have my car paid for, or my bills paid for, or if my sons need anything that I can provide for them, I'm able to do that. And really what increases your ability to help people is having other people work with you that want to help and that are also well assisted by the activities and functions that you provide for them. So this is all happening very well. The people I'm working with are fantastic people. Of course, everyone has things that work just great that day, or their cars break down and that sort of thing. So the complexities that occur when you've got like 8 people to work with are different than when you've got like 35 people to work with, and because they're multiplied. Right, and I believe that the kind of energy that you put out into the universe creates the kind of energy that you get back from the universe. And very often people will be tested. I feel this way, that I'm tested in, it's like, why is this happening to me? So that you can become more powerful and not be downtrodden by it. There are arguments to be made in that respect where, like you have an accident, you break a leg or an arm, If you look for the advantages in your life and use those advantages to benefit yourself and others, that's the important thing. And not to focus on the negativity, not to focus on the irritating parts, but to focus on the more positive, generative, what can I do to better the situation rather than just sit and complain about the situation. It's like within Seattle, once again, with Chaz or Chops or whatever it's called, were threats to occur toward my family, I would have been out there taking care of business. It's just what I have to do. And that's what I'm doing now. It's just what I have to do to be safe. I mean, I don't want to be breaking down, overheating on the top of a mountain somewhere in Montana or Idaho and, get stuck without the operating capital to fix everything. So, right. So, even though my car is like breaking down, at least it's breaking down in areas that I can have it fixed, that I have people that are coming through with the money I need to fix the car. Even though I just despise being in the cities in Minneapolis area, the main reason is the vast number of people that are all crammed together and having to dodge cars. I mean, there are just so many instances each day when I'm driving into the city where I'm just dodging people left and right. And I'm not going to blame them necessarily, but it's just the way of the world in this type of situation. When you have all these people crammed together, you have a lot of terrible drivers. And especially when there are, 60,000 Somalians just moved in recently and really aren't that familiar with driving a car, well. And so keeping an eye out for other people, running stop signs or swerving into your lane because they're looking at their phones or for whatever reason. And you notice I might mention it, but to sit and complain, that doesn't do any good at all. As a matter of fact, it's quite descending to hear somebody just sit and bitch about stuff. So hopefully I haven't done that in this particular episode, and I've conveyed what my delays are presently, and they should be finished within 24 hours. I should be on my way. Oh, God. I got to quit saying that kind of stuff because the best laid plans of mice and men. However, every avenue, I'll also mention that with what I'm doing, each avenue is beginning to expand more and more, like lollipops and gummies and chocolates and oils, liquids, waxes. All of these areas, I'm getting more people to do research and development and have a greater supply and create the things that people are interested in having. Another recent development is that, and this is going to be ongoing development, in that doctors are prescribing to cancer victims or COPD patients or just the elderly with aches and pains. Doctors are learning more and subscribing CBNs and CBDs and CBGs for the aches and pains. And that avenue, I mean, it used to just be everyone wanted to catch a buzz and everyone just wants a heavy THC buzz, but that's changing now. It really is. A lot of people don't want to get knocked out. They want to get rid of that pain in their shoulder, and what I'm doing helps them to be able to accomplish that. So these are some of the things that I am achieving here in the Haphazard Universe. So that's pretty much all I need to let my people know. Let my people know. And I will be in touch as I am on the road, letting you know some particular details or thoughts that are pertinent or what I consider to be important or informative for the people that work with me. And that is now the main reason these videos are being made, is to let the people that work with me know what I'm doing and what's going on, so they don't have to sit and go, I wonder what he's doing now. They can just pop into my channel, see what might be holding me up, and yeah, knowledge is power with action. So, love you guys. I love all people. I mean, love is a degree of caring. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Have a nice day.